Hello, TSI participants. My name is Scott Stombach, and I teach physics at Cuyamaca College. I want to give you a warm welcome into our presentation about how to bring your passions into project-based learning in the classroom. And I want to start by bringing in one of my passions, which is coffee. And now I feel prepared to finish this presentation. Um, I want to give you a little bit of background about myself and where I'm coming from. I began the first 8 years of my teaching career teaching at a project based school called High Tech High. Many of you have maybe heard of it. And there are two things that I will forever be grateful to High Tech High for. One of those is showing me that students are so much more engaged and happy and fulfilled when they are learning through hands-on, engaging uh, projects that actually require cooperation and collaboration and gives them a sense of self-efficacy and makes them feel like they have some voice and choice in their own education. And that is something that I will bring into every classroom that I have for the rest of my teaching career. And I think every teacher is served by bringing some elements of project-based learning into their own classrooms because it's authentic and it feels real, and students like to have things that feel meaningful, and authentic things feel meaningful. So that's the first thing that I'll always be indebted to for teaching at High Tech High. The second thing is this notion that teaching is much more fun for the instructor and engaging for the instructor when the instructor gets to bring in their own passions and hobbies and interests into their own teaching. So as much as possible, I think education becomes organic and alive and fulfilling when the teacher's passions are balanced with these real world, engaging, genuine projects that students then get to exhibit to their friends, family, and community. Um, so we have a lot to share with you in this presentation, and we want to make it useful to you. So there's going to be a lot of time where the videos stop and we have you begin to think about some of the questions regarding passions and project-based learning that will hopefully culminate in you having your own mini project built by the end of this session. So that's the goal. And I want to let you know it doesn't have to be perfect, but this is just the beginning of starting to think about these questions and giving you kind of a map of how you might take your own personal passions and incorporate them into real world projects in the classroom. And we're going to start that quest with the most important first step of all, which is identifying what are your passions. And I know that is a loaded word and kind of confusing. And, I know people in my life who simply say, I don't really have any passions. There's some of you that are going to be like, yes, I absolutely love music so much. I love social justice so much. It fills me up and wakes me up every morning. And there's other people that are like, I don't know if I've found my passion. So I want to start by using that word lightly. When I say passion, I just mean what is something that interests you, that intrigues you, that you're curious about, something that you might spend time on. If you had a free afternoon and could choose anything in the world to spend time on. And so the list of possible passions is incredibly long. It could be sports, music, knitting, social justice. It could be, running. It could be fashion. It could be architecture. Anything that kind of lights you up. Could be pop culture. Could be history. It could be anything that makes you feel as though you're just kind of fired up and excited about it. And in my experience, everybody has at least a couple of those in their lives. So we're going to have you, after Melissa and I speak for this intro to bringing your passions into project-based learning, we're going to have you do about a 3-minute kind of brainstorm about what are the passions that you have in your life that you feel confident enough to possibly teach or integrate with some of your course material. All right. So hope you have a good time considering that question, and I look forward to coming back with some more valuable information in a bit. See ya.